Welcome back to episode 6, which what I said is that we would talk to this lady. So, color your world. Wants to show you a whole new world of colors. You there. Yes, you. The decisively unfashionable adventurer. Excuse me, bitch. Gods be good. Never in my life have I seen such unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost to form. The mere sight of you fair makes my eyes bleed. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can be yet salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gate, would you? Once I have moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. Okay. We need to get this stuff too. Oh dear, dear, dear. This will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? My dear, if only you'd spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle, because there's little else going for it. That's it, I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Let me see, so much that needs to be addressed. Where to even begin? Be a dear and get me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched, and this is a matter best discussed over a glass of something cold. Just go to the Pist and ask Folkline. I'll have some bloody orange juice, and tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. Now off you go. Oh, she sent you, did she? That woman I've never known anyone so lazy. Would it kill her to come and get it herself? Here you are, you shouldn't let her push you around, you know. Give her an elm and she'll take a melon. Is it you? No. The crafting thing. Independent armor fitter. You don't have regular items. Merchant and mender. Orange juice. Shops. You know, you can sell stuff or buy stuff back if you sold it and whatnot. What a novel idea. What a shop is. Anyway. Color your world. Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gates. Here's your damn orange juice. Phew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which allow folk to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer for change in appearance, a change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that the garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there is no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. And that is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life. Now I can dye. I'll explain more about that, but yeah. Oh, I forgot you can change the decorations of your house as well, colors. Okay. So how's that drink coming along? Blood orange juice was the other one. She likes her orange juice. Oh, delicious. Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive taste, but life's too short to settle for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe, too. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you'd look a lot less drab if you knew how to apply glamours. What's a glamour, you ask? Well, they use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project the image of one item onto another. It's just an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the original object stays essentially the same, it just takes on a new appearance, that's all. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top. Or use a glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as a durability or protection from bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead and give it a try, and do make it quick, dear, for my sake. Finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. And I'm not going to get into the glamour now, but yeah, it's just what she says. You just change stuff. I'll explain it more whenever I actually get to doing glamour. But for now, we'll just leave it be. The dressers are in the inn. And the plates will show. Oh. Interesting. I guess this doesn't count as like a safe area, or maybe just because I haven't done it yet. Either way. You have to be a land or whatever to do whatever she wants, right? Yeah, you have to be level 15 a hand. Disciple, so you can craft prisms. Now that we did all that, because again, these are things I like to unlock, we will talk to Tatsuru here. Continue our story. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Lo. What? I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... I was invited. Here at the behest of Ida and Papalimo. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Kiggles Burton. Kiggles Burton, Kiggles Burton. Ah, here you are. Ahem, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The I forget how you pronounce that. Is within the Solaire. I shall let her know to expect you. Scion of the Seventh Dawn. I take it you're Kiggles, Burton. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Now we can teleport to Vesper Bay with this. I'm not gonna bother with armor because even though it's probably better than what I'm wearing, I'm gonna wait until I do like the class stuff before I care.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much.
Oh, I forgot this was voiced.
Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power. And this power is strong within you.
So we got our own personal Google translator right in our brain. Except one that actually does it properly.
It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they would gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the Retainers Registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer advocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I'm sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. I'll explain retainers when I get one. But first, just because it was a running joke for the longest time, for me anyway, this is my seat now. How I'm not breaking this, I don't know. But all I have to say is my seat now. But I say it's my seat. That's part of the bargaining tip. I'll join, but it's my seat now. She doesn't even like look towards me. Oh, I think it is it. Oh, I think it might. I don't know. I was thinking it might be because normally I would like click her, and if she doesn't have a quest, that might be. I don't remember. She was looking at me when I used to do this, so I would always do that and be like, "I'm stealing your seat." That was something I did quite consistently when I first started playing. I think there's like 3 or 4 pictures around. Even a TikTok on it, I'm pretty sure that I have. We Science have one objective: to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our greatest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Kiggles. I would go whither the wild rose blooms. Yours is no small endeavor. The dangers are great. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. A wild rose by any other name. Why is that so, like, big? Anyway.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
And this is how I know to say their names.
Hello there.
Welcome. I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo.
Amagina, okay. Not that I'll remember it next time I see that, but good to know how to pronounce it.
But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit.
Emolja? Okay. Not me, like, trying to pay attention to certain names, so maybe I can actually pronounce it later.
If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
There we go. Now she's paying attention to me. I said it's my chair if I'm gonna help you. I gotta sit, and it's one of the few chairs that I'm able to sit in. Do you see my giant creature body? Although, I like having my entire legs off the side practically because it's so small compared to me. Anyway, Thancred. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spat of objections. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons mineral concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Okay, I haven't been here yet, so I have to get here. Which is from Central? Or Southern. Also not been to. Wait a second, wasn't... Oh yeah, this is Eastern, okay, so... Yeah, I think Central... Yeah, Central is a connection with Udal, so... would be central we would be going for. Oof. If I'm right. Yeah, central's over there, so. Yeah, we still have to, at some point, go to the gold saucer. Might not in this episode, though. Let's see. Blackbrush Station. Oh yeah, we have it over there, too. Should go over there. Eastern. Yeah. It's kind of on the way. I'll get there eventually. Big ass ant. Can you imagine if you had these in your kitchen? If you ever get ants in like a kitchen or something, like ants were notorious where I lived in Florida. I haven't been there in a long time, but they're very relevant to have to get rid of. There's like tons of little ones. Can't imagine having one of these big ones around. Like, goddamn. Activate this so I can bounce around. Do this. And then we'll head straight up. And go and do this mission up here. Like I said, I am detouring for any of these like purple, blue ones, whatever. Are like unlocking something. Sometimes it's just like a dungeon, but this one will be materia extraction, so it's good to get it pretty early. What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. The spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. You're ready to commence your learning? Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped. See, and this is achieved by melding it to gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on their behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with that name. Melding is her field of expertise. If you wish to remove materia from an item, highlight its icon and select Retrieve Materia. There's a chance that the material will be salvaged. This is all just what we heard. So for this, just specifically, if you look here, what I'm wearing is like 80% spirit bonded. Once you get it to 100%, you can get materia out of it. So we can't do anything yet. I don't think I've been wearing anything else. That would warn it? No. But yeah, anything that's at 100%, some of my rings are at 90, will be able to take it out. Also, you need to be a level 19 crafter to do this, so this is something for later. Anyway, I wanted to do that because extracting materia is good to have a basis going. I would have not guessed you called these guys Emulja, I think you said. I always just call them like the lizard people kind of thing, or the lizards, because that they remind me of like a species of like humanoid lizards. I don't know why. I also don't know why I have a habit of doing this, but I always do. I always be doing them spins. There's always a spin in here. Let's see, I think the chocobo is over here. Yeah, there it is. We'll go talk to the chocobo and then we'll get the crystal and then we'll progress. I'm gonna leave that till later. Whenever we get to doing side quests, I'll do these. I'm him. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She She also warned us to be wary of the Malja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people out here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely return. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Umaja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Umaja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adma Lanama? Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of the Amalja seek, of what the Amalja seek in the area. Ripe corpse. Ripe corpse. And another ripe corpse. Maybe that 1, 2, 3 combo. Just put these corpses in my back pocket. I always found this hilarious. Key items. A ripe's corpse, but in the inventory it's just a flower. Now that's like you paying respect, like flowers at the grave kind of thing. But it's just funny, you pick up a corpse and have a flower in your inventory. So I want to know where I'm carrying the 3 bodies, by the way. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Umaja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unaware. Ah, so there were Umaja remaining. After all, I feared as much. Their part in the low-born disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Umaja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we can find reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There's a merchant by the name of Ungus who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. Rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, coughing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Motherfucker. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Udal. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, Milch, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass a wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. But with all the disappearances, you can go to talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Hungry beggar. But please, sir, just leave me be. I was just saying hi. Damn. I've got nothing to say but this. Thou take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. Well, what do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Like, damn, I was just saying hi. How can you be scared of this face? How? Is this not a friendly face? Just as I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Kiggles. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungus. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Hey, we got another level. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the Church of Saint Amida. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Whee! Up we go. I am Marcus, yes. A body? Of course. There have been many, so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest. Just tell me about a key item. Now that he's buried, don't mind me doing it without a shovel. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Arson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why though. Pardon me. You'll find her within the church walls. I hear you have done us the service of bearing a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marcus, and soon. We cleared the fence. We cleared it again. Let's go. Thank you, Kiggles. A burial is no easy thing. Even when the departed is a stranger, were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Kiggles? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungus, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth in this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister herself? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my dear, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. I totally emphasized the wrong word, but oh well. Still, the leech keeper Marcus. I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. I had a big ass mount next to me before a second ago. Anyway, we're gonna stop this for a second because we're at 55 minutes again. So we got the second half of episode 6 to do yet, but see you in a bit. Okay, we are back. I went ahead and got a drink and went to the bathroom and stuff first. So it's a couple minutes later for me, but for the children. Sister Arson, it cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it's not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she. It could not be she, could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Kiggles, and see if you cannot glean something from him about her activities. Okay, it's at the Golden Bazaar, I thought so. I totally, should have went the other way. Either way, we're getting there. I like that I finally got a 3-hit combo though, because it's weird only having a 2 combo. Look at that cute little face. All of these quests that I'm leaving behind are like bothersome to me. I'm like, do them. On my main, I did leave them in Stormblood, and then I went back and did them on a second class, which is what most people recommend, but doing them first time, I wanted to do them right away, so I didn't wait. Not that they give a huge portion to level, but they're nice to have the extra little edge. Talk to the Chocobo. Well, the Chocobo Keeper. Still 9 minutes to do it. Bro, why are you almost dead? I don't know if I really explained things before. I think I probably did, because... But, yeah, you have to level sync to do them, so... You can't come in like a level 90 character and do these easy ones. It drops you down. My bad. Look at this dude just chilling. He's like, I don't give a fuck about your war. I'm just enjoying the scenery. Get him! Okay, now I'll talk to the child. Uncome urchin. Please help. Sister went out all on her own and she hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here, but Thal and the Order and the other side. About Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it, but what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Rotting. Give raid. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes. Well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. She got her ass beat for a ring of a child, which is an important thing. So. Sister was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her. Should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. I am well glad I reserved that inn for the sister. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Emoja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. I should have came up that way. We got a ways to walk. Not really that much. We're already halfway there. Like I'm seeing the fate attacks on my in my chat there. Ah, there you are, Kiggles. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good sister. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following the sister near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Umoja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Kiggles. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Damn straight I will. You wanna fight? That's what I thought. Let's go. You too? Yeah, buff yourself right as you die. A queer leaflet. I like how I just walked in, killed a few people, and walked out like, yeah. Just, you know, a usual day in the life of a scion. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet. See the wealth of Nal to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nalthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what sister thinks of it. My savior comes again. To what do I owe this honor? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing it as a priest of the order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Kiggles. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell him what we have learned. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Kiggles. I shall keep my ears and eyes open. Now, more than ever. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Kiggles and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments of the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Kiggles, so as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at the camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments he has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. So now, I have to equip these. Now I can talk to these people. I preach the teachings of Azama, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azam is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. So somebody starts speaking like the old English kind of stuff, and I'm just like, huh? And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Well, up yours too, buddy. And you are? Huh, another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. I was gonna say, I think the next one is up higher. I will be right. What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Oh, there's somebody else who must be inside, yeah. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhaps you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Kiggles. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants, and though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities did not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. use my way up here. A fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Kiggles. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child. For I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of WildFire, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account that atrocious performance, you would have made God awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you... You bastards tricked me. Please, don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do you continue? But very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. And so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nananawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocent lives. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you're not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. Was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even seen a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so you could lie in your own pockets? Words fail to express how contempt I feel for you. Or the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, blame yourselves or your gods. Not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing of that, I swear. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be a time enough to learn the truth. Sob. Kiggles, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfinilla, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. To Vesper Bay! See, I told you the dude's a dickhead, by the way. See ya, Tatu. Welcome back, Kiggles. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see you have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Emulja know the answer. Suffice it to say that they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of his. His name is Mutamix Bubbly Pots. He is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this, I propose I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at the camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. We've already been in the little camp. Although I don't think I actually just looked at Mutamix. Because he didn't have anything for me yet. But yeah, it's the guy up there. Who is Uplander? Come to tent ring of Mutamix Bubbly Pots. Fighty tool drinks in airy shell. Yeah. When full of airy self, Fighty tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty tool, then Big Eyes, fighty tool gains power of airy self. Fish. Unimix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfinilla. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Unimix with fastness. Minfinilla wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings fighty tool to Unimix, yes? A fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. The materia master. Now eyes of Uplander point a fighty tool, yes? Push, scush. Materia join with fighty tool. Fighty tool gains power of materia. Fighty tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take fighty tool to Minfinilla. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its powers. That's how Master Metamix turned that dagger of yours from something as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Fish, squish. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia. Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowing of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants Braincase to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Metamix. So melding is what she gives you. I think? Yeah, materia melding is what she gives you. Which, we don't have a crafter leveled, so we can't get that yet. We won't until, like, we're done with the main story. And start hitting the side stuff. Oh. We got a mission over here. Let's see. Hello, Halatalia? Hail there, adventurer. I am Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just a place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of eastern Thanalan lies Halatalia, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did to most things. Now Halatalia is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of the shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatalia to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Fafa Donnie? near the entryway. Yeah, so he gives us dungeons. We're not gonna worry about the dungeons, so I'm not yet. When we get to side content, we'll come back to that. So for now, I'm just gonna hide that one. Welcome back, Kiggles. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Kiggles, so make it your ally. Now, it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready. Lord of the Inferno. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend August, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have August attend as planned. As the Amaljan are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Kiggles. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me to tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Up. No, right here. Ah, you're Kiggles Burton of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, Ungus, has been exposed. When they come to Rendezvous Point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds, Kiggles. Let's make sure it does. Invisible City is up by the bazaar, I believe. Yep. We on a mission. So, this is our mission. However, Colleen here. Cliffhanger time. See you in the next episode.